and it was pretty cooking, and no one could get out there because you had to ride, and it was pretty late in the afternoon. And yeah, so, but other than that, it's been pretty small. And here goes Ryan.
Nice. You'll get an opportunity with just two other guys in the lineup shortly. But here we go, Ryan Callahan racing down the line, doing some brilliant surfing down there at Margaret River. But that wave not really panning out for him. But we'll switch our attention to the right, and it will be the rookie South African driving up into this first section, loses contact with his equipment there, so won't put up a big number. But Rich, are you kind of observing that the competitors who have watched these first few heats of the day unfold are starting to get a better idea of which waves to attack out here?
So that's a better wave, and this is what happened on the left. Conor O'Leary starts off with a nice hit around this section here, and a second, and then was just looking for something on the end here. Here we go. Here's a look at Matty Mcgillivray. Just takes to the air, gets the spin.
Whoa,
beautiful. Clean landing and gets that final turn as well, and then gets ankle tapped. And then behind him, Ryan Callahan. A little carving turn to start things off. And then a second one, a little bit late on each one of those turns.
Perfect. Well, out here at the moment, having a look at this one, it is Matthew Mcgillivray who's leaped ahead of the pack here with a big frontside air reverse. Almost finding a bit of cover here as this wave gets a little ugly on the inside. He'll attempt to finish it off, but ends up going over the falls. I guess, Matt, we've come to expect solid performances from him in big open ocean waves like Sunset, Haleiwa, and down at Margaret River. He was really strong, but one weapon that he does have is that great whipping reverse out of the pocket. He can really project his board out nicely onto the flats, and in the Rip Curl movie, Postcards from Morgs, he did a couple of great versions of that move.
But J-Bay has got one of the heaviest end sections right on the bricks there, and a bit deceptive when you're only looking at footage of J-Bay. It actually finishes right on the rocks. As we see Matty on this left here, look at the bump in it, the wobble, but he negotiates that really well. Just timing was a bit off for that second turn, but gets the third, and then it just gets held up. Just a crazy end section with all those little ridges and ledges just dropping out. Hard to surf through. But that first turn, nice and strong. Well, that was an absolute treat. Those long grinding sand bottom barrels, and well, the tour surfers were just lighting it up there.
They sure were. As we see the young South African up again, trying to get rid of a 2.93 here. Works his way through one of those trademark carves, just opens those arms up and lays it on rail. And he'll find a finish on that tricky little end section there. 11.5 minutes to go. Your mate's looking pretty good at the moment, Morgan. Matthew Mcgillivray, 3.77 for this one.
Yeah, so Matty just getting to work on the little mini Haleiwa right section. Bang, hits it off the foam.
I think we're going to see some big numbers drop. This heat's not over, not by a long shot, as Callahan rips into this first turn. Nice cut down. And the second turn, just a transition move. Can he punch through the curtain here and get the completion on the barrel ride? Not able to do it.
You can see here just, well, sets it up nicely. A smooth carve to start things off. And look how he keeps his board pointing down the line. And unfortunately, just that ledge coming down a little quick on him. Great technique.
Probably pretty comparable to Conor O'Leary's ride from earlier on.
I think so. It's going to be a mid-range score, but he's tidied this wave up a lot. You can see Ryan's really digging in. Nice and low here, and he really had no choice but to pull in. Just couldn't bust out.
And it just shifts your seating so much that you know you have much more even matchups as you move through those earlier rounds. We'll get to that point in just a moment as we see Conor up. Nice first turn. Just his second ride. He's been the most patient surfer out there. And he's just trying to find some extras on the end of this one. But did kick off this wave extremely well.
That's obviously playing a little bit of havoc here as we watch the replay. Beautiful first turn. Have a look at the spray. Conor O'Leary just sends it to the sky. And here, just negotiating all these little bumps and ridges in the wave. Gets the final little slash.
And out of the final section, Mcgillivray up behind him. Nice backhand hit. Big nosedive riding out of that one.
Wow, how was that exchange? And Conor O'Leary, great to see him really open up on that wave. This could be a decent score there. Got to the finish.
you know that they're going to be putting on like excellent heat totals every heat they surf in.
On the outside here, Matty wants to shore up second position, maybe even get back to the lead with this one. Couple of solid hits, just pushing hard on that second move. He knew he was running out of room, and he is trying to drop a 3.77. And there's Ryan Callahan at the back end of the order here, trying to keep the momentum that's seen him jump all the way to 8th position. Matt Mcgillivray doesn't want to lose the steam that he gathered at Margaret's, and Connor O'Leary is desperate to get off the bottom of the leaderboard. Here goes Ryan at the moment, pushing hard, a bit more committed this time. He only needed a 5.95, and there was some serious meat in that last turn.
Let's have a look at the replay here. So first turn just hits it so nice, slices out of the lip with all that speed, and then just jams on that big layback hack.
Yeah, that second turn there was pretty amazing. He showed a bit of variation with the layback and kind of ripped it all the way through. Here goes Matty now. Pretty crucial wave here.
Very crucial. 40 seconds to go. Needs a 5.04. That's exactly what we were talking about. It just didn't really come together for him at the end. So he'll probably run out of time as Connor O'Leary looks to seal the deal. Beautiful first turn. Has built confidence throughout this heat. Not going to hold on to the finish there. Let's have a look at the replays here. Morgan, what did you make of this first turn?
Yeah, it was huge. Like, really engaged the rail there and then comboed it up. Nothing, no funny business.
Look, this is some of the best form I think we've seen from Connor, as we see up and riding. Ryan out the back.
Well, Strickland Bay turning on for this one as Ryan Callahan brings this wave through to the inside, and he's just happy to ride out of that final wave. And it was a solid performance from him. He really built from the first wave.
In between the turns there, so yeah, it was solid. And then Ryan absolutely backed him up solidly there and put together a nice wave, and yeah, just finished on his feet and got away from the rocks on the inside. So first and second there, that was pretty solid performance from both the boys.
From all competitors, but it's Ryan Callahan taking the lead in the end. Connor O'Leary finished in second spot, and Matthew Mcgillivray will have to fight his way out of the elimination round.